I'm talking about random girls.
What do you mean?
Like,
What do you mean?
one of my best friends, like he be literally girls just be like, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like he be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me, get like, I get like money for gas, get some like $20 and be like, yeah, but don't make this a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't be fucking with him.
Oh, like he want to meet up with them, and they be like, I need money for gas.
He don't even, not even that, like, just random sometimes. Just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just hit him up for some, you know what I'm saying? For some money. Like, literally,
So he must be known for that.
man.
That's why.
I mean, he do it so often, like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, to be honest, a lot of niggas in the hood do that shit. Like a lot of niggas do that shit. Like, to be completely honest, me personally, I would never.
I
I,
don't
you know
know.
what I'm saying? Like, girls hit me up all the time. Like, girls when they sell their OnlyFans, oh my gosh, they be like, hey cutie, something, 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 and I'd be like, you want to buy my something? I'm like, no, I was like, that's kind of like paying for pussy to me. I was like, and porn is free, so no. They'd be like, oh well, I was just trying. I usually don't. They love this shit. I usually don't do this. I just need money to something, 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 and I'm like, damn, that's sad.
I feel like if you want to promote your OnlyFans, you just promote the fucking shit and never DM nobody.
But they do and that's what I was like, bro. The one, like the last girl who said that, I'm like, how you gonna tell me you don't usually sell I'm like, bro, I'm looking at your story. You literally selling your OnlyFans right here. You talk about I usually don't do sell like. What are you talking about? I was like, these are like you do this videos, like you know what I'm saying, like. I was like, bro, shut up, bitch. That shit made me mad. I ain't gonna lie. Like, don't just be, you know what I'm saying? Shit, own that shit. I hate that shit. Don't act like you don't be doing something that you doing. Shit, that's corny as fuck to me.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I ain't gonna roll like I've never had a situation where I sent money to them. Like, they just do that. You know? They did it with their own deal. So I didn't really get it. Because I told you I used to go block. Like, they would send money. Well, send gifts on there, is what I would say. But then sometimes it's like, well, what's your cash app? I said, I don't just send nothing on there. People like, I sent you some money. But it's like, that, I don't know. I don't look like I don't feel like that either.
Uh, it's not
I
not.
don't feel like it is. Because it's like I'm not doing nothing. I don't know. I'm not doing nothing illegal type of blessing or trippy. Like, I just don't feel like that type of thing is trippy. I feel like tripping is more of like, you want a girl to like you, so you just fuck with her. Like, she's trippy.
Well, see
You
that
don't know.
this is the thing that it is tricking, but it. I mean, you just don't look at it like that because you think shit's so innocent, but it don't be innocent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I promise you, like, girls piss me off because y'all just act like niggas just do shit out the niggas don't do shit out the kindness of their heart 10 times out of 10. I mean, 8 times out of 10. It's always an interior motive. Like, me personally,
Okay.
like,
But they're not okay. So when I sometimes when I go live, it's been from different states and stuff. So like they send me some money, they're not getting anything in return. They're not getting my phone number. They're not getting nothing out of it. They still come to my live and they still send money. So like, what is the ulterior motive?
because, listen, you gotta understand, it's all, you know what I'm saying? How much was they sending you?
Okay, so they're different. Okay,
Just ballpark. You get that? It don't need to be nothing specific.
okay, so I would say average like this. I
Right.
would say average.
That's not
So
shit.
like, huh?
Right, but that's not shit. Like, to a lot of people, that's not nothing.
Yeah, that's not. That's what I'm saying. Like that's not like typical.
No, because look, you
Like
gotta understand what that is to them.
so, it's
50,
innocent to me.
it's not, because look, it's not shit to them. You know what I'm saying? like $50 is really a test, trying to test out, check your temperature. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you on? Because a lot of girls, you send them $50, they gonna fuck with you like heavy. They gonna be like, oh, this nigga is sending 50. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what I could get. Let me see if I can get 100. He gave me 50 for nothing. Let me see if I can get 100. All right, 100, but you gotta do this. Whoop de whoop. Let me fly you out. Whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit, bro. Niggas, bro. All that initial small shit. If that nigga ain't sending you $500, $300, 250, that shit is checking your temperature. But some niggas do just like spoiling girls. Like they get satisfaction out of that. But 9 times out of 10, if a nigga sent, I'm, bro, because they, you know what I'm saying. But you don't know everybody's intentions. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, y'all girls, y'all be making me so mad. Y'all just, cause y'all just think niggas is so. This is a problem with girls. Y'all just trust niggas so easily. Like, bruh, y'all don't be listening to men when we be. But listen though, listen. I'm trying to tell you, I am a man. I know men. I know a lot of different men. I know the real thing with men. Y'all don't. And y'all don't be listening. I be trying to tell y'all, I be giving girls game and y'all just be listening like, well, I don't think I'm not asking you what you think. I'm telling you what it is. Like I'm giving you all the game in the world. You just ignoring it. Like literally, I'm telling you exactly what these niggas are doing. Not all of them, but I'm saying majority of them. Like I promise you, and it's like I promise you, that's what was going on. Right, and that's it. Exactly. Listen, bro. I told you, $50 ain't nothing. That's just to check your temperature.
Yeah, it's not. It's just being so hard. And like I said, when there's even sometimes so more so instead of just sending you diamonds on here, not everybody. Like that's what happens on that app. People send you gifts in the form of diamonds. They have to pay money for that. So to me, it was more so instead of just sending you a gift on here, I'll send you some money. Like, right. They didn't have to do that. Don't nobody have to send you shit on that app. But like, that's just the thing that people do when they come to your live. Like, if you interested in them or something like that, they just send you gifts and shit. So that's what it felt like for me. Like my birthday, strangers was sending me a lot of money when I was on the app. But that's because it's my birthday. So what I'm saying is, now if somebody approaches me in my DMs, and they be like, what's your cash app? You send some money. Yes, obviously, they can send me. But I'm saying on that app, and shit, maybe they did steal, but like, I'm saying on that app, it's not viewed that way. Because people think you diamond this way. And females send me diamond on there. So,
what that mean?
What I'm saying is, it's not like it's not viewed like that. Like, oh, I sent you something, I get free. Like, it's not like that. It's just you sent something. You send me something, I'm gonna say thank you, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. Like,
but like, look, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Everybody always has an ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? With everything. You know what I'm saying? But even like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, like you said, that app seems like it's literally for people who just got too much money and we want to spend it. Like, people enjoy spending money on people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And in a sense, you're kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of do the same thing as a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Like, without all the explicit shit. Because the biggest part of being a stripper is talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, the biggest thing that you have to do as a stripper, you have to get people to buy drinks. You know what I'm saying? So, but like, and most of that is just talking to them and building something with them. It's not always strictly dancing. You know what I'm saying? But so when it comes to that, like, you know what I'm saying, you kind of providing the same type of service if you messaging people or something like messaging specific people or in like entertaining them in any type of way. That does the same type of thing for even if it's not just you and them. Like they still get the feeling, they get the idea that they like you. You know what I'm saying? That's or I mean that they getting your attention or you're they're being entertained by you or something. That's doing enough for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's literally people who literally just go out craving that type of it's weird to call it attention because it's not really attention, but it is to them. Like they just be needing something. Like this girl would never talk to me. I would never be able to hear this girl talk unless I was in this room or I was at this club and she was doing this. Like they appreciate that. You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I agree, but
yeah.
that
Hold on real quick though. But I feel like you think I'm saying it's a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing when you say ulterior motive. I'm like,
I'm trying to tell you, like I'm just saying, like it's not. I'm just saying, like it's not that. Like I'm not saying 100% of people do it, but I'm just saying, like you, you trust niggas too much. You just. I mean, like you trying
no,
to. You be the way you talking is like you negating like that. You think more people than not had just good intentions, and I promise you that's not.
I'm not saying more people than not, because a lot of strangers obviously gift you their but I'm saying the ones that I feel like really, they have ulterior motives. Those are the ones that I think. But I don't know. I just feel like on live, I just went on there and just talking to people. So it wasn't like I had anything in the camera. And yeah, they could be like, "Oh, she's pretty. I'm gonna send her something." But like that I don't know. Like they never approached me. Is what I'm saying. So whatever they were thinking, it never came out.
But
So
that's what I'm trying to tell you. It doesn't have to because like you know what I'm saying. Like most people not buy. You know what I'm saying. They don't have to send you. You send they'll send you money, give you something. If you don't react a certain way, they're not gonna give you. I mean, they're not gonna react the way they want to react. You know what I'm saying? They might send you again. That's what I'm saying. It's literally a check your temperature thing. Send you $50 3 times. You know what I'm saying? You still don't like you know what I'm saying, express nothing else. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, all right, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with betting. Like, oh, I don't hit. Like, I'm gonna see if I can hit 4 times, but if I miss on this next one, I'm talking about betting.
what are you talking?
Yeah.
I'm like, I would hope you don't know I think that I don't have sex with $50.
Oh, they will though. But this is my thing with women. Women, you guys look at the world in such a small bubble, in a sense where y'all, and it's not like all of y'all do it, but y'all just like y'all. This is why a lot of women get hurt, and like I'll say this just because of like how my friends are. You know what I'm saying? I told you I got a lot of female friends, and they put themselves in a lot of bad positions because for one, they always trust people too much, and they forget how the world is. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all tend to do this thing of like like see the best in people. That always fucking backfires a lot of the time, and y'all actually tend to forget that like this world is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like people do fucked up things. Like you know what I'm saying? And y'all be smart. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'd never like a lot of girls say like I'd never be in a situation where this that, but they literally put themselves in a situation not intentionally, but they tend to ignore a lot of signs that's like it's obviously leading that way. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't notice it until you notice it, and then you'll put yourself a lot of them put themselves in that same type of situation just in a different you know what I'm saying, like, and but they ignore signs as well, like whether it's men or like or I mean like whether it's like a relationship or just certain situations with men. Like my one friend, she got she's I'm not I don't want to say she got I'll say it. She got raped a lot, you know what I'm saying, and not in a sense of like really physically like you know what I'm saying? Like nobody was like abducting her and raping her, but like she got put in situations where people were expecting certain things, and she felt like she could not say no because she knew you know what I'm saying, like she didn't want to do it, but she kind of felt like she had to in certain situations. And then certain situations she didn't. She kind of realized like, okay, I want, you know what I'm saying, in that same situation, like, all right, I realized like I got to be a little bit more direct than like some people, but she wasn't direct enough. And then other people, like, she learned from that past shit, but she still was putting herself in the same type of situations. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, when they I'm not gonna think I have to, but they do, and then they still take it. So she, you know what I'm saying? So she feels like she was taking advantage of a lot of in the same type of situation. And I was trying to tell her, I'm like, I know it's them who did it, but you put yourself, it's your fault though. Like, and it's hard for me to say that, and I know it's hard to hear, but it is your fault in a certain situation. Like, it's their fault because they're evil and they, you know what I'm saying, they have malicious intent in the whole situation. And yes, but I'm like, at some point you gotta accept that like people are fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep putting, if the same things keeps happening based off the same situation, it's your fault. And like, you know what I'm saying, like, you gotta start accepting that to be able to realize like, okay, like, this not happening no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, and I feel bad for her because I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I really don't want to be rude, but like, it really is like, bro, like, you keep you keep putting yourself in these same situations, and you understand, and you tell me out your mouth that you understand, like, yeah, dudes think like this, but you still put yourself in that same situation, and you like, oh, but I could do this, and she still do it to this day. Like, she literally just told me the other day, like, she's about to have this dude come over and clean her house. I'm like, bro, I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, just be safe. I'm like, I can't tell you. I think she'd be doing a lot of stupid shit. And you know what I'm saying? I call her stupid all the time in the nicest way. I'll be like, just think about that. Just like, let's just use our head. Like, it's the same situation. It's the same situation, just a different hat. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not thinking about it yet. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you're in your house and he takes advantage of you, you know what I'm saying? Because he just provided you a service, and you think and he's not accepting payment. He's literally telling you, you don't have to pay me, and you're like begging him to pay you. He wants something else in return, whether it's just talking, whether it's something like he thinks as soon as he gets there, he can talk you into something, or, you know what I'm saying, like, do a certain amount of things for you, and then you'll get. But I'm like, come on, man, like, y'all. Like, bro, I'm a man. I understand how niggas thinking. Y'all just be acting like y'all don't know. Like, y'all be knowing the answer, and y'all just literally just tend to ignore it and think that, like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna allow it though. I'm gonna do this. No, why? Just don't put yourself in that situation to have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so stupid to me, and that makes no sense. Or like, I don't know, like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I hate that, like how you said, like how, the way you talking right now makes me so mad. Only because I'm like, I feel like you would put yourself in, like, the way you saying this shit is, I feel like you would put
No, I
yourself.
won't.
I'm aware, but like you saying this shit, I'm just like, you trying to defend these people. I'm like, bruh,
I'm not trying to defend
you
them.
are, listen. You are whether you believe it or not. You're defending because this is why I say you're defending them. I'm not saying you're going to bat for them, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm telling you niggas is like niggas always got bad intentions, like, and everything you say after that literally is this how you basically saying, like, I don't think that all it, like, you know what I'm saying, that, and mind you, I said that you just keep basically reiterating the same thing, and I keep reiterating the same thing, like, all right, yeah, like, I'm not saying everybody is bad, but I'm telling you, a lot of people have bad intentions more often than not. And you telling me, like, well, a lot of them didn't do this, that, and they never. All right, but I promise you, like,
I'm not saying they didn't have bad intention. I'm
I
just
know
saying they
you're
didn't
not saying
express
they
it to me, so like it doesn't affect me. Is what I'm
exactly,
saying.
but
They will never see me. Now, it
look,
would be different
but that's what I'm
if they
saying.
would.
But that's what I'm saying. But that still doesn't take away from the fact that, like, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not talking about that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about intentions. I'm not talking about. That's what I mean. Like, you talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about their intentions. Like, and that's the bad. That's the bad thing. Like, that's how girls think. They don't think about the grand spectrum of thing. Like most guys have bad intentions in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you need to think. Like, to be honest, you're thinking about how you will react in these situations. Oh, I'm just never going to see him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? If he hit me up, then I'm going to do that. No, like, bro, you're eventually going to put yourself in a bad situation because you're eventually going to trust somebody. And like, oh, then if it,
No, I'm not.
listen, I'm not saying 100. I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying like, you don't know for one thing because
Yeah, I don't
like
know,
like
but
like
also
like
that
like
was
like
years
look
ago.
like look yeah like look though look like you trusted me, right? You came over here on the first night, right?
I didn't trust you, but my mom got my location, and I was
But
texting.
but that's not enough though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because to be completely honest, your mom can't do shit for you in no moment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
She can come find me.
she
She
can
can
come
send
find you,
location
but
find me.
what is she gonna find? A body? If I, you know what I'm saying? If it, but it takes 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's what gotta happen.
But look, that's what I'm saying though. It takes 2 seconds to end a life. Like less than that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she's gonna know who did it.
Yeah, but that's not enough though. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
you'll have to be on the run for the rest
but
of your
it's
life.
not worth it. Your life is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? You understand? Like
Yeah, I understand.
if you was my daughter saying this, I would never let you out the house because you're literally telling me I'm gonna lose my life, but he gonna get in trouble, so he can never do it to nobody else. No, I don't want you to be the example, nigga. Like I want you to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
and I don't want to be the example.
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like don't put like, and I like don't get me wrong. Like I know me, and I understand women. Like I understand. Like I would, I if you didn't come over. You know what I'm saying? You didn't come over. I don't blame you. Why? Because I'm technically proud of you. I'm like, good job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't trust none of these niggas. Like, everybody sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Until they bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody sounds good until they bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until you get fucking raped or you getting your ass beat or like niggas is sick. You never would expect some of these
Oh, I know that.
niggas to be weird as fuck. And then like to be honest, like you really can't even trust nobody. Even like you know what I'm saying? Niggas will turn like sick. You've been dating a nigga for 8 months. Like in you the show like you would never think that nigga would be killing motherfuckers and shit like. But she dated that nigga for a minute. But she don't really know what got actually going on. Like that shit is real life shit, bro. You never know like who somebody is until certain situations arise, and that's why I say like I don't date people until like after I like I don't have like a
You could have got murdered too, though.
huh?
You could have got murdered too.
Who could have got murdered?
You.
By who?
By me, female. By me.
By
Like, I don't know why y'all men think that y'all are like the only ones who are like in control at all times.
It's
like
not
females
like
are crazy too.
it's
And
not.
females can easily kill you also.
But see, this is the thing. Who said I trusted you? You understand? Like
Yeah, you didn't say that, but I never said I trusted you either.
exactly. But
I just know I'm confident in what I'm confident in.
me too.
And I'm not afraid. Like I'm not living my life in fear. The reason I didn't want to come over, was because I never met you in person. So like that was a thing. I obviously FaceTime you, so I knew your picture was real. And I was gonna send your information. Like I was gonna send your picture to my mom anyways, because that's what I always do when I go on a date. So like she knows who you are.
Right.
You know, that's just what I do with anybody. And anytime I leave the house, even when I'm not living with my mom, she knows where I'm at. She knows where I'm going. Like that's just how my family is. I'm not saying other girls don't do that, but also like I would say as a teenager, I was more peer pressured into things like how you said your friend did. But like as an adult, after I got out of that abusive relationship, like I feel like I have control of what I do. Like, yes, I can still get raped. Yes, somebody can still put their hands on me. But the difference is I'm not going to let it happen. Right. If I'm with you and you want to have sex with me, if I say no, I mean no. And I'm not going to just let you do whatever you want to do. So it's not going to be easy. it's gonna be a struggle, is what I'm saying. So like, I'm not afraid. Is
Right.
what I'm saying. And yes, all of that shit that you just talked about, yes, it can still happen. Like, I'm not saying I'm the biggest and fucking baddest, but I have my defense kit in my purse. You know, like, I don't have a gun, but I got shit that can hurt a man in my purse. So, what I'm saying is I'm not scared. Like, yes, shit can still happen, but no, I'm not scared. And yeah, I wasn't planning on going to your house, but because of the time that it was getting later, and I knew you were already on the top on the.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To the air right away is Brady. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got Rome. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there right off the bat. 67 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second down and goal. Brady. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Off play action. Pickett. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Now this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022 as well. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Niners force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to run now. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Room here to run. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Pickens hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin first and 10. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. The Cardinals hit 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down carry by Elliott. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Brady now on first down. And the reception made by Green. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A.J. Green, 28 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Inside give to Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Brady. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Elliott is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you get
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Brady going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's got Green. A.J. Green, touchdown, Cardinals. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Derwin James with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop him. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And another negative play there as they stop him again. Brady now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Throwing on 2nd down, Pickett. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Out to his left. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Pickett right back to the air again. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Curtis Samuel, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Brady. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Anthony Schwartz, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Pickett will try to throw for this. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Meanwhile, Brady's throw here taken in by Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Throwing now is Brady. And caught right side, Green. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Now Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Into the red zone. It's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. There he goes right side. into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good off. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On second and goal, Pickett, touchdown 49ers. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Evan Ingram, 71 yards. And the Cardinals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Pickett's throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jacobs going to try the middle, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, it's Brady. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Brady to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now Brady again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Anthony Schwartz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are back within a couple of the lead. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Brady going to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And the reception made by Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle, here's Elliott. On the stop was Aaron Donald. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle, complete. That's Green. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Pickett back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz, 56 yards. And the 49ers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, now Brady. And Green with a catch left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Another carry tonight for the workhorse Alea. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Here's Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit because it's a 2-minute situation.
Pickett lost it, and the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go out to the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Oh, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cards are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From midfield, here's Brady. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On first down, Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Left side complete. That's Brown. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Cardinals win it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Cardinals, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thriving. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody way, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit.